What's up, guys? Time for another bike check. This is a 2018 Cinellli Gazetta. The color is baby blue. It's Columbus steel. Let's go over the parts lists quickly before I give you my assessment of the bike. Up front, the cockpit is a FSA handlebar and stem combo. It has a K-edge Wahoo mount with the ability to mount a GoPro or a headlight on the bottom. The bar tape, I believe, is Cannondale, finished off with a physique tape. The headset is a Chris King non-thread headset. Moving on to the back of the bike is a Pro logo Kappa Pass seat with a Data black stick carbon fiber seat post. Moving down the bike is a Mavic Ellipse track wheel with a flip-flop hub. Currently it is running a 15 tooth cog. There is a 14 tooth cog on the other side. The crankset is a SRAM Omnium 48 tooth chainring. The crank length is 170 millimeters. The pedals are Shimano M520s. Moving on to the front is a Mavic Carbone SL carbon fiber with a quick release. So as you can see, it's pretty simple components, nothing extraordinary. This is a steel frame bike. It rides very differently from aluminum or titanium or carbon fiber. My previous bike check was about 2 to 3 weeks after I received this. Since then, I've put on about 5,000 miles, 4,900, 5,000, somewhere around there, miles on the bike. The bike rides really smoothly. It is, I feel, well engineered, aside from one thing that I do not like. There is toe overlap at turning in slow speed turning. There is overlap, so I have caught my foot several times, but I was able to save it, so I did not fall. I believe that is my only gripe about the bike itself. Aside from that, it rolls very smoothly. It's very well planted. I feel confident going down big hills, 30 miles plus on this 48-15 gear ratio. I feel confident that the bike is not going to fall apart. Sometimes I wonder with carbon fiber if I would feel as confident. That being said, the bike currently weighs about 18.4 pounds, somewhere in that vicinity. That's riding without a front brake. If I were to take the Wahoo mount off, I would bring that down just a little bit, not significant enough to actually feel the difference. The biggest weight savings would be if I were to put on a carbon fiber fork and change out a crankset for something lighter, something carbon fiber. But the way that the bike currently sits, as I said, it's about 18.4, 18.5 pounds. It's a very solid bike. Now about the ride characteristics. The ride characteristics are completely different from carbon fiber or aluminum. Aluminum is a more jarring ride. You have way more input from the road. I believe that people mistake that input for the bike being faster, because steel, you do not feel that jarring. You don't feel that the roughness of the road. Steel really does absorb quite a bit of the rough surfaces that you run over, that you roll over on the bike. I think people mistake that for being slower. I don't believe that's the case. I do have an aluminum frame bike, and I'm just as fast on this as on that. This, however, is a much comfier ride because it's steel. It does absorb quite a bit of the chatter, the vibrations that you get while riding on the road. Out here on the East Coast, where we have snow, as you can tell, the roads are much rougher. They're not as smooth as Florida or California roads. The geometry of the bike is not as aggressive as some crit specific track bikes, which I like because I don't race in crits. I ride in traffic in New York City, in the suburbs, and out on country roads, so I do not need a crit specific frame. I don't need a really aggressive geometry, which this does not have. So it does help alleviate some back pain issues from having aggressive geometry. The next thing that I want to do with this bike, which I mentioned in my previous video, was to change out the fork for a carbon fiber Alpina fork. That is still something I'm considering, although before then my biggest change will have to be my Mavic Ellipse track wheel. I've had it for a few years now and it's served me well, but it's time to upgrade. The wheel with the axle is starting to have issues that are just starting to cost more and more money to constantly keep fixing. So I feel that that's probably going to be the next change to a carbon fiber wheel. So it'll lighten up the bike anywhere from half a pound to 0.7 of a pound. That will definitely lighten up the bike. As the saying goes, steel is real, plastic is fantastic. If you guys are considering a reasonably priced frame, I would suggest you take a look at the Cinellli Gazetta. As I've mentioned before, this is a steel frame, but if you build it up with the right kind of components, you can have this bike weighing in around 17 pounds very easily. I'm very happy with the way the bike rides. The confidence inspiring because it's steel, so I know that it will not have any catastrophic failures mid-ride, especially going down some big hills. So if you're looking at this particular bike, the Cinellli Gazetta, I would suggest you take a good look and pick it up. I wouldn't suggest getting the complete bike because the parts that are on the complete are not really all that great. But if you are looking for an entry-level type of commuter bike, then that complete would suit you fine. Now, if you actually just buy the frame set and build it up yourself, you can build up the bike, of course, to any type of configuration you like, and this does become a very nice bike for the money that the frame set costs. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions about the bike or anything that I might have glanced over or missed, feel free to shoot me a comment. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're being safe out there on your bikes. Enjoy, stay safe. See you later.